Hello, it's Mrs. M from your Detroit Public Library. Today we are celebrating Juneteenth with a story and a writing activity. This is the story behind Juneteenth. I've loaded this book onto my tablet from Hoopla, and it's a story by Jack Reeder. The story behind Juneteenth. June 19, Juneteenth. June 19 is a very important day. It marks the end of slavery in the United States. For a long time, not many people celebrate this historic holiday. It's only recently that more people have started to remember and celebrate Juneteenth again. Slavery in the United States. Ship captains first brought African slaves to North America in the early 1600s. Many slaves were forced to work on large farms in the South. By the 1700s, many people began realizing slavery was bad. By 1804, all the northern states had started to end slavery. Many people in the North and the South didn't agree about slavery. As more states joined the United States, more people became divided on the issue. The Civil War began in 1861 because of the disagreements between the North and the South. The Emancipation Proclamation. President Abraham Lincoln's goal was to keep the United States together. In time, he decided that freeing the slaves would help this goal. In 1863, he issued the Emancipation Proclamation, which freed all slaves in states controlled by the South. Still, this couldn't be enforced in many places. Juneteenth. News of the Emancipation Proclamation spread slowly through the South. In April 1865, the North won the Civil War. 2 months later, African Americans in Texas learned about the proclamation. When they did, on June 19, 1865, they celebrated their freedom. Former slaves and others celebrated Juneteenth, which is short for June 19th, for the first time in 1866. Celebrations soon spread to other states. Traditions including praying, singing, and wearing new clothes to mark their freedom soon became part of the holiday for many African Americans. People continue these traditions today. A forgotten holiday. Even though many African Americans celebrated Juneteenth during the late 1800s, it never became an official holiday in the United States. The years after the Civil War were hard for states in the South. Few people in power were interested in celebrating the end of slavery. After the war, people disagreed on what to do about former slaves and former slave states. During the early and mid-1900s, white people made many laws to enforce segregation. Former slaves had been freed, but African Americans still had little freedom. Many people forgot about Juneteenth and its meaning. Celebrating freedom. During the 1950s and 1960s, the civil rights movement was growing, and segregation started being banned throughout the United States. African Americans began celebrating their freedom again. In 1980, Texas became the first state to make Juneteenth an official holiday. On the rise. Today, Juneteenth celebrations are on the rise again. Washington, D.C. and 39 states now mark the day, though few have made it an official holiday. Still, people across the United States gather on June 19th to pray, sing, dance, and share the history of the day slavery finally ended. Here are some words related to Juneteenth. Celebrate, Civil War, divided, enforce, segregation, slavery, tradition. What can we do with those words? Well, we can have fun. In order to mark Juneteenth, we can make an acrostic poem. What is an acrostic poem? An acrostic poem is a fun poem. Each acrostic poem has a topic idea running down the left side of the poem. Each letter in the topic word has a new thought that runs off the side from left to right and is relevant to the topic word. The topic word is typically the title as well. This is a Juneteenth acrostic poem using the word June. What can we do with those letters related to Juneteenth? Here are some words that we could use: abolition, activist, African American, and we could also use those words down here. Let's see. J. What can we say about Juneteenth with J? J. June 19th, 1865, the end of slavery. Freedom Day. U. Understand that history is important. N. No repeat of the past. And E. Embrace cultural differences today and always. What would you use for J, U, N, or E? Or would you choose one of these other words to make your Juneteenth acrostic poem? If you'd like a copy of this printable and the Juneteenth words, you can email me at jmenino@detroitpubliclibrary.org. Have fun on Juneteenth. Let's celebrate together. Goodbye.